Today is June 4th, 2021, and I am back at Universal Orlando Resort in a big way because today I'm bringing you along for the June 2021 Orlando Informer Meetup. If you've seen my previous Orlando Informer Meetup videos, you'll know that these events are incredible. They happen a few times a year. They always sell out really quickly. It's essentially an after-hours event at Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure, hosted by Orlando Informer. There is a ton of unlimited food all over both parks. There's a walkway open between the two parks. Now, I've been to these events many times before, and I want to thank Orlando Informer for inviting me out to experience the Friday night of this weekend's event and providing me with this beautiful room here at Loews Portofino Bay at Universal Orlando Resort. Now, I have a king garden view room, so I'm looking out over the beautiful garden, and I can hear some thunder rolling in the distance. So I don't know what we're looking at as far as weather tonight, but I am just so happy to be here. So before we head out to the event tonight, let me give you a quick tour of the room. This is a king room with garden view in the east wing. The first thing that struck me was how spacious and clean it is. All the surfaces are shiny, everything is lush and comfortable. The garden view brings in a lot of light. I really like seeing all the green outside of the window. Bathroom's also really spacious, really clean. I can already tell this is going to be a very comfortable stay. And of course, the proximity to Universal Orlando Parks is a key factor here. And I'll show you what I mean in a little bit. And for my grand and miraculous return to Florida, we get a beautiful, rainy Orlando evening. I haven't seen a Florida rainstorm for a while though, so I've got to admit, it's still really beautiful. It feels so warm. I think I'm gonna need an umbrella for tonight. Orlando Informer guests can start entering the parks as early as 4 p.m. The parks close to day guests at 7 p.m. and then at 8 p.m. till 12:30 a.m. tonight starts the unlimited food and non-alcoholic beverages. You can still purchase alcoholic beverages, just what's free and unlimited is like soda, tea, all of that. I was gonna head over early and start checking in. However, it's a thunderstorm. So we're gonna hang out here at the resort a little bit and just chill until we hop over to Universal. Thankfully, resorts here at Universal Orlando do have their own gift shops, and the gift shop here at Portofino is lovely, so I'm gonna purchase an umbrella. You can get all sorts of Universal goodies here. I purchased a small umbrella, got my pass holder discount. Now, I'm ready. Let's go check out the lobby. This resort is themed after Portofino, an Italian fishing village on the Italian Riviera. It's famous for its beautiful harbor, and that is reflected here in some of the theming outside that I'll show you. Since this resort is situated on the water here at Universal, the theming works really well. I'm only staying here at Portofino Bay for one night. All right, Promise, what do you think of these seats I got for us?
Who doesn't want a lounge couch? You get to lounge on a couch by a big fish?
You know what? I feel like there's a show called Lounge on a Couch, or if not, we just made it up.
We did.
Welcome to today's episode of Lounge on a Couch. It actually still is sprinkling, although it's slowed down a bit. And it does indeed look like the water taxis are sadly not running. That is the dock over there where you would catch a boat that would take you straight to City Walk to head into the parks. So we're gonna be using alternate transportation. I love this area, it's so pretty. We walked over just to double check, and indeed, due to the inclement weather, the resort water taxi service has been suspended until further notice. So we're gonna try to figure out whether we use the bus or maybe walk. We just talked to some fellow guests who just completed this walk, and they told us it's only about a 15-minute walk, and we do have umbrellas, so
We're the lucky ones.
we're just gonna walk. The beauty part of this is that now we're walking off all the food we're gonna eat tonight in advance. It's all part of the plan. It's a very pretty walkway too. This is a beautiful walk. Here's a sign, it says theme parks and city walk via garden walk. Whoa, we made it. It is about a 10-15 minute walk, not bad at all. This is my first time back to Universal Orlando Resort since everything changed. The mask rules have changed. The Olympics medallion is up. There is a lot. One thing Orlando Informer is exceedingly good at is signage, communication, letting you know where to go, having staff out everywhere to point you along your way. They even have a number you can text if you need help, and I have definitely had questions in the past and used the number before. Oh, they've even got the next meetup up here. So November, December, oh my gosh, the December 10th and 11th is already sold out. Wow, I told you they sell out quick. There's a special check-in area just for the event, so I'm gonna go ahead and get checked in. And a walkway open between Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure. So you can pick which one you wanna go into. I'm already seeing friends here. I'm already checked in, and we got this info card. So there are bonus bite zones open from 3 to 8 because the unlimited food starts at 8. So until then, I can still get some food. Woo-hoo! And we're in. We always start on the Universal Studios side because I feel like that's just our favorite park. And then we'll of course make our way over to Islands of Adventure throughout the night too. It's a park hopping type of a situation. It feels so good to be back at Universal Studios. Just hearing the Universal music feels amazing. But I can't believe it's raining after my whole trip to England, being in the cold and the rain. And I mean, I did get some sunny days at the end, but coming back to Florida, but let me tell you, Florida rain hits different. It is warm rain. It feels good. I'll take Florida rain any day. Immediately, we're dancing. Higher! Higher! Nate doesn't have an umbrella today, so Promise and I are taking care of him.
Yeah, that's the way. I'm gonna stay dry by smooching off
proxy.
other people's umbrellas.
The bonus bite zone here in the New York Public Library. Actually, it's in the sound stage behind the library. This is working different than past Orlando Informer meetups where they would basically give you a food card. In today's event, there are these bite zones. Each of them serves the same food, but they're all different. You can choose one bite zone to enter, and we chose Soundstage 33. Hopefully we've chosen wisely. I believe we have. You can only go into the soundstage on special occasions, so it's always like something fun and special. Entering into stage 33B, and it is a party zone. It looks like we're being served food by a raptor, so you know this is gonna be a party. This is way cooler than I thought it was gonna be. There's a DJ, there's all sorts of foods, there's high tops, there's seated tables. It's like a party zone, people are dancing. This is an amazing welcome back to Universal. There are different food stations in here, and the first one we're headed to is pizza.
You know it?
Well, we made our way up to the drink station, so there's free like soda and water, but you can also purchase drinks, and they have the OI Shin Attack, a special drink they made just for the Orlando Informer Meetup.
I love it!
Here you go! Cheers! Cheers! Thank you! Alright, we're gonna head back out into the park. Another of these pre-bite zones is in the Monsters Cafe area. The first one that we went to didn't have all of the food options, so they told us that we'd come over to another one so that we could try and also show you some more of the food options that we didn't get to see in the first one. I love Monsters Cafe so much. I love the theming in here. It's only open sometimes lately, but it's just a lot of fun. Classic Universal Monsters movies play on the screens. The lighting is super cool. There's memorabilia. It's just wonderful. Over here we've got pizza as well, but they also have hot dog, chicken, pasta salad, also fruit, and cookies. But soon, the actual menu for the night starts. So if you've seen my Orlando Informer videos before, you'll know that pretty much every restaurant in the park partakes and they offer a special menu, and it's unlimited free food. So Monsters Cafe is part of it, and they have a menu for tonight that starts in 15 minutes at 8 when the event starts. You guys, what have we done here? Ooh! I've never been in here. I'm having so much fun. Oh my god, it's my favorite. I love it so much.
I can't believe this is like the actual snack food. And
yeah, this is just the snack food. So basically, this is a restaurant that used to be open, and right now it's only open like on weekends from like 11 to 3 or something, super limited hours, but we're hoping that it makes a comeback. It's got really good barbecue food. And since it's also unlimited beverages, non-alcoholic beverages, we can just use these machines of our own free will. Here we go. Get out of here, Ice. I just want some sweet tea. Soon they're gonna make the switch over from the pre-bite food to the actual event food. So we're just gonna hang out here and start here. Woo! The switchover is alive! I'm gonna start off with some chicken, fries, and cauliflower and broccoli. It's like a feast already, and this is just the first stop. Almost every restaurant in both parks participates in this. It's a lot. Can't forget my crypt cookie. Yummy way to start the night. See, broccoli. I'm getting my veggies in. That chicken is really juicy, and it was a good way to start the night. The key to Orlando Informer is pacing yourself with food. It's so easy to just get in there and eat. Oh wait, that's what we're doing.
Literally what we did.
Wolfman, we must go. But we will see you again. Out into the night. Is it still raining? It's not? Is it not? Woo! It's not raining. Woo! We love Monsters Cafe. It's definitely my favorite spot to hang out and eat here in Universal Studios, and it's hardly ever open lately. My camera lens is fogging up a little bit because it stopped raining, but it's still very humid out, but I'm just so happy that it's dry. Besides pretty much every restaurant being open with different all-you-can-eat menus, so are the carts like churros, snacks, popcorns. It's all open. Popcorn, unlimited. Like you could go eat popcorn all night if you want to, but why would you want to do that when Finnegan's is open? Oh, Universal Studios is so beautiful at night. Wow. I'm really suspicious about the fact that there's no line at Finnegan's. There's normally a huge line to get into Finnegan's, but we're just walking right in. May I please have some bread pudding deliciousness? Absolutely. Thank you. So there are different like booths in here where you can ask for different food. I know this vegetable pasta is amazing. I love the apple beet salad, but oh, that looks so good. Thank you. I'm going in for the bread pudding first. Oh, I wish you could smell it. It smells so warm. Okay, and also chicken wings and pasties. Oh my goodness. I think we all love the bread pudding, right? Yeah. Like it's so warm. That's the main thing. Oh, how soft it is. Whoop. So soft, fell off my fork. Yummy.
Micah.
Hold on. I'm gonna shorten your new nickname to Buffalo Micah. Yeah. Buffalo Micah has joined us, everybody.
That's awesome.
Put your hands together, folks. Heading out of Finnegan's, out into the night. Keep this party going. The humidity is high, and so are our spirits. The crowds get really low during Orlando Informer events. That's one of the benefits, like an after-hours event. Oh my gosh, foggy. There we go. So yeah, one of the benefits of an Orlando Informer event is low crowds. You can get on those rides, you can do the activities you want, but the food is the highlight. So let's see what we're gonna do next. It's pretty rare to see crowds this light. You're only gonna see them during special events like this. There's a whole display here about the Tokyo Olympics, along with these brand new food booths with specialty food. I'm gonna come back when the park is open to do a Universal video and show these and tons of other updates to you really soon. The walkway between the parks is open during this event, so we're just gonna walk right out of Universal Studios and right into Islands of Adventure. The entrance to Islands of Adventure has its own sign here, Orlando Informer. We can just walk right in. We're walking through the sound stages on our way over to Islands with a big balloon here lighting the way. Woohoo! We made it. We are in. It's so much faster to have that walkway between the parks. It really makes a difference. I love walking into Seuss Landing because it's so bright and vibrant and alive. Into Lost Continent we go. The Buttons crew. So the same company that did the art for Cabana Bay did the art for the Orlando meetup this time. It's all over the place. The branding is so beautiful, and we love our buttons. Thanks, guys. The night's getting more and more beautiful, and we're heading straight through Hogsmeade. Let's check out what's going on in here. Seeing Hogwarts again after visiting the Warner Brothers Making of Harry Potter studio tour is so cool. And now we are entering Jurassic Park. We just quickly passed through Hogsmeade and grabbed a Gilly Water. Basically, they just have beverages out in carts, and you can just grab as much as you want. but we will try for a butterbeer a little bit later tonight. Like at past Orlando Informer events, the games are back open and they're free play. You're not winning any prizes when you play tonight, but you can play as much as you want. Velocicoaster is running, but it's not running for us tonight. It's not part of the event yet because technically this ride hasn't opened to the public yet. But it does open on June 10th very soon. All right, time to pop into Camp Jurassic and check out Pteranodon Flyers or Pteranodon Flyers. This ride you can normally only ride if you have kids with you, but at these special events you can sometimes ride. I love being in this area. And during these events, it's virtual line only, so we did have a virtual line pass for this, thankfully. Pteranodon Flyers is an 80-second gliding attraction designed for children. Again, normally only children and their parents can ride, but during these special events, because they're so low capacity, they let us adults have fun and ride. And just the whole ride area is so cool. Cool to see. Oh, there it is! There are some really large fans blowing very cold, wonderful air in this line, and they feel amazing because it's so humid out tonight after the rain. I love the music in here too. Yeah, it's one like adult per thingy. Thank you! Woo! The Pteranodon Flyers are just special. It's 80 seconds long. It's very, very quick. It all happens so fast, but it is so amazingly like intense, more intense than you think for a kid's ride. Your whole body sways all the way from side to side. You get the most amazing views of Islands of Adventure from up there. Sadly, I couldn't film them for you, but if you have a chance to ride this ride during an Orlando Informer event, or if you have a child with you that can go on it, you can go on as to accompany them. Definitely do it because it's just so doggone cool and fun. It just makes my night every single time. We're in the Jurassic Park area, so we have got to pop into Burger Digs and see what they've got for this event. They have a few options here: cheeseburger, hamburger, chicken sandwich, a vegan black bean sandwich, fries, and a chocolate chip cookie. We got a seat here in front of the Velocicoaster entrance. The torches are on. It is running with no riders, but it looks so cool at night with the blue lights. Look at that. So cool. I like the fresh juicy tomato. The cheese is good. It's just a burger, but it's a free burger and it's a big burger. This is their regular burger. It's not like a special tiny one they made for the event. It's the full size, full Monty. It's just good to be able to try all the different foods here at Universal and also check out all the different eateries. So at this event, you have the chance to go into almost every single restaurant, sit-down restaurant, quick serve restaurant, foods, and try a lot of different foods so that you can like get to try more than you'd normally get to try, because you wouldn't, if I was paying for all of this, it would be absolutely absurd. So it's really nice to have that wide variety of food. I'm already starting to get full. The plan is always pace yourself, but also eat everything. That's the trick. Do both. Pace yourself, eat everything. You guys got that? Say the plan, repeat it back so I know you know it. Pace yourself, eat everything. Cool, you guys got it. You guys got it. Uh-oh, it sounds like
I lost my partner.
Uh-oh. As long as you didn't lose a dinosaur.
No, well, I also lost several of those.
Oh boy.
So,
We'll keep our eye out.
all right.
Up next, we're on the mission for butterbeer. Welcome to Hogsmeade. There's several different butterbeer carts. There's frozen, there's hot, and there's cold. We don't know what we're getting here, so we're gonna find out. So they do have frozen. We're so happy. I'm gonna get some too.
One.
It's pretty dark out, but just so you can see the Wizarding World of Harry Potter cup and the frozen layer of froth on top of the butterbeer. I love frozen butterbeer. Some people have their preference, like they only like hot, they only like cold, they only like frozen. I like them all, and I like a hot butterbeer sometimes, but it's so warm and humid tonight, like I'm already sweating, so frozen is perfect. Just watch out you don't get a brain freeze though. Frozen butterbeer, low crowds. This is the ticket.
We popped into Hogshead Pub where you can get hot butterbeer, but they're out right now actually, so we'll see if there's some a little bit later.
For the regular beer.
Here we've got some pumpkin juice and then pumpkin fizz. Actually, I got that backwards. This is the pumpkin juice, this is the pumpkin fizz. I've never tried pumpkin fizz, so I'm really excited to try it.
Pumpkin fizz. That is weird. That is very weird. It's kind of like, what is it? It's like apple cider. It's actually really good. It's like apple cider. Let me compare it to the regular pumpkin juice. Fizzy's a lot better. Regular, weird. Fizzy, really good. They do also have food here as part of the event. There's like chicken and corn and like meals that are really good, and it is really, really popular. One of the more popular restaurants for this event. So I think we're gonna move on to the next spot though, because there's a few places we really, really want to get to. When I say that pretty much every restaurant, quick service, and window is open, I mean it. So fire eaters, you could pop in here and get chicken singers, french fries, a hero, like there's just things you wouldn't even think of. Like even these stands here, there's juice and popcorn, churros, water, pretzels, all of it completely free, unlimited for the entire event. Ooh. Thank you, yeah! This is my first time being able to walk around and eat and drink in the parks for over a year. Living my best life with a popcorn so buttery, so delicious. This popcorn's like the best. Promise just told us she's never ridden the High in the Sky Seuss trolley train ride, so we have got to correct this error and make this happen. Just call us trolley babes.
Yeah, we're trolley babes.
On the board.
And look out below! Great way to get some beautiful views of the park. We've got 1 hour of the event left, so let's see what we can do. We're going back to Universal Studios for the last hour of the night. There's so much that you can do at these events. There's so many different ways you can do it. You could spend all night taking advantage of the low crowds and just ride rides all night, ride your favorites that usually have long lines. You could spend all night just eating, trying all the different restaurants in the parks. You can mix it up and do a mix of both, which is what I like to do personally. I like to try a lot of food, ride a few rides, sprinkle some rides in, do special things like Pteranodon flyers, every time it's a thing, and just kind of like I have a different time each time, like a different experience each time I do an Orlando Informer event. There are no more rest zones, seeing as now masks are optional for fully vaccinated guests. The whole park is a rest zone. Oh, and Bruce is back with a fresh coat of paint, or I mean skin. He looks good. He looks angrier.
Want to get the ocean attack?
Yes, sir.
The Ocean Attack, please. Yes. Famous drink here is the Ocean Attack.
The ocean attack.
So this is a special one for Orlando Informer.
Exactly.
So is it just the name that's different, or is any of the ingredients different?
It's a different cocktail.
Oh!
I would consider this to be more like a nice sweet Myers Mule.
Ooh.
Is how I would describe this one. So Myers rum, some cherry brandy.
Ooh, cherry brandy.
Yeah, a little lime, a little agave.
I can smell it already. It smells really fruity.
Myers is amazing. Yeah.
I like it though.
Ooh.
It is very good.
It's in there swimming. I have to get to it. Oh, thank you. That's an interesting drink. It is like a mule, and it's got like a nice kick to it. It's really nice. Comes with a shark gummy, and you know, you gotta fish for it. I think our final stop of the night will be in Diagon Alley. Just make sure you don't say it diagonally. Let's see how it's looking in here. Looking pretty nice. The stores are still open.
The ice cream stand is open.
Oh my gosh, if we can get some ice cream, I'll be so happy. It's almost our turn. This is one of the most popular spots here in Diagon Alley, especially during this event, because of course it's free ice cream. Really, really, really good Wizarding World of Harry Potter ice cream. I love all the flavors they have. Normally I get a cup, but this time I think I'm going for a cone. I'm going all in. A waffle cone of lavender and Earl Grey. We're so happy. Cheers, guys. Good night. Woo! Oh! It's happening! Well, it started to rain. The park is closing. It is time to go back to the hotel. I'll be back soon to cover the brand new Jurassic World tribute store and all of the other updates here at Universal Orlando. But for tonight, the focus was the Orlando Informer event. Like I've said before, there are so many different ways that you can experience an event like this. You could cram in as much as you can and rush around. You could take it slow and relaxing and just focus on your favorites, or just focus on trying new things, or mix it up. You could try every single restaurant in the parks, or you could just ride all your favorites. You could do this again and again and have a totally different experience each time. So if you want to find out more about pricing and tickets and what's available, check out the Orlando Informer website. If you purchase the tickets early, like right when they announce, they're often discounted, so you can get them for a nice discount if you get in there early, but that is also part of the reason they tend to sell out fast, but also because they're very limited capacity, and that's why the crowds are so low, and it just feels so amazing to be here during this. I have plenty of other videos up on my channel about previous Orlando Informer events as well, so if you want to see some variety of different ways that I've done the event and different Universal resorts I've stayed at, you can check those out on my channel, or just search Super Enthused Orlando Informer. If you look on my channel for Super Enthused Hard Rock and Super Enthused Orlando Informer, you can find those and see some beautiful views of the water taxis. So I want to thank Orlando Informer so much for inviting me out tonight to experience this event and share it with all of you. Thank you guys so much. They are such a great team, great people, love seeing them out, and I love just being part of this and being able to share it with all of you. I've been attending these events since before I was invited, so I genuinely love them and I love being here. And also for my accommodations at Portofino, a lovely Universal resort. And lest I forget to mention that with your ticket to Orlando Informer, you get discounted rooms at Universal hotels. So that is huge. You get a discounted room, and if you stay here on property, you get express passes for the park. You can get into the parks early. You can get that transportation. There are a ton of benefits. Check out the Orlando Informer website for more of that info, but for now, I am out of here. Now that I'm back in Florida, there's a lot of exciting things coming up, so make sure you stay tuned for that. And if you enjoyed this, please subscribe to join in all the future fun. Once again, I thank you all so much for joining me. I'm sending you so much love. I'll see you for the next video. And until then, as always, stay enthused. Bye!